Hey, it's Richard of Matthews Wealth Management. Today we're going to cover financial calculators. We're actually going to make this into a series, so we'll have some additional instruction about this, but just an introduction to the calculators itself. As we move forward, I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of a background and how you can get your hands on a financial calculator if you want to do your own problem solving for your own retirement planning, college planning, etc. But the gist of it, we've basically got three financial planning calculators that we're looking at. The Texas Instrument BA2, you can get that for about 27 bucks. HP has the 10B2 or the 12C that you can pick up for those two prices, or you can download a free app on your phone, whether you have an Android or an Apple phone. There's some free ones, there's some paid ones as well. So I've got the examples here that I'm using, a 10B2. This is just regular Polish notation where you take 4 plus 4 equals. The other one that we use is the 12C. This is the one I prefer. It's reverse Polish notation where you would say 2 enter 2 plus, and that's how you get 4. So we're going to cover exactly what makes these a financial calculator and some of the common calculations that we use in our planning, our financial planning, over a series here. Just a mini series, if you will, on financial calculators. So we're going to wipe down the board and come back and just kind of go through the basics of what's on these calculators. All right, now we've got the basic layout of the 5 keys that make a financial calculator. And we use these keys when we're solving for any kind of net present value, depreciation, inflation calculations, targeting a rate of return, etc. So we're going to do a few more videos just to highlight some actual problems that we solve, but I wanted to highlight what the actual functions of these buttons are on these calculators. The first one we're looking at is number of periods, if we're doing years or months. I typically operate in years as we're doing long-term financial planning. I stands for interest rate. And we can calculate what the rates are that we need or what our future numbers start to look like based on an input of interest. We have present value. So if your account is empty, you would put a 0 under present value. Then we get to payment. So if you're doing a monthly or an annual payment into something or a payment out of something, I think mortgages and so forth, we have payment. And then future value. So typically when we input into a financial calculator, whether it's the 10B2, the Texas Instruments, or the 12C, we're going to have most of these, if not all but one of these, known. So if, for example, we're trying to calculate a interest rate that's needed to go from $1,000 to $2,000 without paying anything into it over 10 years, and then we hit I, looking for that interest rate, it'll be right around 7.2 if you followed around with some of my other videos. So we'll do a couple of videos to highlight how to use these functions inside of a financial calculator so that you can start working on your own planning if you like to do that. So hopefully this series will be helpful for you, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask.